Hi, my name is Karina and welcome to the Karina Chronicles. This thing is the most beautiful thing I've ever owned, so I thought, why not start this video with you showing it again? But this reading vlog is going to be different. So actually I was just messing with you a bit. I was ill, as I told you many times, and I didn't have time to film the intro in a normal way. So next week, starting from Wednesday, things will be back to normal again. Wednesday videos will just be Wednesday videos. Saturday reading vlogs will contain actual reading and actual intros and everything. But I just took a moment to show you the very pretty bookcase again. I mean, look. I just can't stop. This is my life now. But in this reading vlog, I'm going to show you multiple books that I collected, because who am I if I'm not collecting books? And I'm actually finishing this one. Finally, yes, it took forever, I know. So let's quickly start with this video. Hello, time for some little updates. I'm finally really better. I think you saw that because yesterday I posted 3 videos. I was a little bit lacking and falling behind, so I was like, let's catch up. And now I'm back on track again and updating you in this reading vlog. So I really needed to maintain my calm and not order a million books online, because there were quite some books that I wanted to buy just now, and because I was ill I couldn't go to my work at the bookshop, so I couldn't get the books. And of course it's very easy to order online and get them delivered to your home. If you have COVID or not, that doesn't matter, you get the books, and I really wanted that. So it really took me some self-control. But today I finally went to work again. I picked up 2 books, I ordered 3, and I'm going to tell you all about them. So the first one is A Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley. If you haven't heard about this book yet, I'm really surprised, because it's been highly popular. It's an YA and it's actually a thriller, and people really don't expect that. So I do expect it because I've heard it so much. It is part of the Reese Witherspoon's book club, which is also why it gained major popularity. And the cover is of course gorgeous. And we're reading it with the same book club that I still need to finish Gallant for and read A Marvelous Light. And this will be our summer read. We had very nice cozy summer reads and this one, and then we voted and this one came out of the poll, which I think is really funny. Between all the books like Beach Read, Book Lovers, If the Shoe Fits, all those kind of books, and then we have one thriller and that's the one that gets chosen. But yeah, sure, why not? I wanted to read this and I didn't know when it would actually happen, so I'm happy I'm able to now. And I was also happy that this was still available in my bookstore, so I could just bring it with me. And then something that was really nice, I am going to the Young Adult Literature Festival again. I made a video out of that last year and I go every year. It's just something that I really look forward to, going on my own. I let my books sign, people tell nice stories. There's once in a year that I really let myself loose and I buy a book for every author that's coming, so that's also always really fun. And 2 days ago they actually announced the first 5 authors that come to the Young Adult Literature Festival. And I think there will be 6 or 7 authors present, because that's every year. So I think some big announcements will still come, but the first 5 were really nice. And to give myself some rules, I always buy a book from every author that's coming and let them sign it. Except one. Just so that I need to make some choices, so that I still feel like I deserve the other books and I wanted them bad enough that I didn't just randomly buy them. So what usually happens is that there will be at least one author that I already own books of, and then for them I don't buy a new one. Up till this year, there was 1 year I didn't own a book by any of the authors, and I actually couldn't go to one of the signings, but that was a Dutch author I was really not interested in, so I was fine with it. And the other years I could go to all of them, and there was always one author that I already owned books of that I then didn't buy. But this year there were actually 2 authors, so I could choose, and I had a hard time choosing, but I in the end chose the Dutch author that I'm not going to buy a new book by and just let them sign the book that I already own, because that is Rani the Vadder, and I own the Gifgave by her recent review copy I got. It was the one about snake poison magic, and I really liked it actually, and I am going to read the sequel, but for this literature festival I am not going to buy another book. I will just let her sign this copy. So that made that the other author that I actually did own books by already, that I will buy a new book by her, and she is Mackenzi. That's actually the author of A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and that is also the only series she's written yet, the only books she written yet. And I already owned the first 2 in the 30G, so I am going to buy the 3rd one to have it complete, and I will let her sign the first part, I think. So I really like that. That book I don't yet have, because we didn't have it in the bookshop, and English books take longer, so I will show you when I get it. But yeah, I will of course also show you the Gentleman's Guide when I take it with me to let it sign. Something really interesting as well is that a debut author is coming. She is Syrian Canadian, I think was what she was called. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. I will put it on the screen, but she's writing the book As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. This cover is gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And I am so intrigued because this debut novel is so highly anticipated that it's been translated into other languages at the same time that it's written, while it's a debut novel. So that is interesting, right? So it will be in shops in the midst of September, 15th of September. And beginning of October, it will already be translated into Dutch. And she's going to talk about it at the Literature Festival. So something really cool happened. I think it is going to be a great young adult trend. I can see this blow up actually, because the cover is so pretty, but it's a beautiful story about a Syrian girl that's conflicted because she's in war and make choices about family and love, and is she going to leave her country, and all very hard topics, but her fears are made visible, like in a physical form. So there's this guy following her, which is actually her fears, and he is trying to protect her but ruining a lot of things. So it's like a fantastical young adult based on real Syrian culture and the civil war there. So that sounds just so interesting, and I got my bookshop to go with the trend, and they ordered a lot. So in every bookshop from our company, there will be a little pile of those books. So really interested to see if it will actually be the hype that I expect. And they are also going to try to get her to sign books at our bookstore. So that's really cool. So I will show you, of course, when I have that book as well, but it will only be in the midst of September. And then we have 2 more Dutch authors that wrote a book. One of those books will arrive tomorrow, so then I will tell more about it. And the other book I bought today, and that is Aan de andere kant van geluk by Nadine Zwageman. And this translates to At the Other Side of Happiness. And or fortune, you could also say. And that sounds so extremely interesting because it is actually about two girls that deal with depression, but for very different reasons. Grief, and divorce, and things unfortunately young people need to deal with, but do in very different ways. So yeah, very interesting. I am happy that I bought that book as well. It was already present in our bookstore. I will let Nadine sign that one as well. And really happy with it. So that was my little update. Oh wait. Shall I show you how I sit here? Ta-da! Isn't this the best? I am still so happy with this. Okay, just needed to share that. Thank you. Hi. So, I told you that today there would be 2 more books that would arrive for me at the bookstore. One actually is delayed, so I have one to show you in the next reading vlog, but the other one actually did arrive. And I'm very happy to show you. It's by Stefan Raadgever and it's called De jongen die van de klif sprong en zacht terecht kwam. And this translates to The boy who jumped off a cliff and landed softly. And this is about a boy. It's a coming of age story. Well, he is already 19, but it's still a coming of age story about a gay boy. And I am really curious to see how it will be. There's actually a songwriter that wrote a song specifically for this book. The songwriter is called Kristen. And the song is literally called The Boy That Jumped Off a Cliff and Landed Softly in English. And I actually really like the song. It's on Spotify, so I will share it to you. It will be in the description box below. I already listened to the song, really liked it. It's quite clear what this story will be about and how it will go. But it doesn't really matter. It's still about how it's written that it can really touch you. So I am curious to read it and curious to see what Stefan Raadgever has to tell about it at the Young Adult Festival. It's also funny because his surname means advice giver in Dutch. So that's funny to me that he has written a coming of age story with a lot of advice and a nice song, and then it's called Advice Giver. That's nice, right? But yeah, happy with this book. And one more to go, which I will also show you in my next reading vlog. Now I'm going to read Gallant and I need to finish it because afterwards I'm going to edit this video, and if I don't finish Gallant soon, I will just edit that video late at night, although I need to work tomorrow because I want to finish Gallant in this vlog. So let's quickly start with that. I did it. I finished Gallant. Actually, I did, finally. It was actually a quick read. You wouldn't say so after me spending 3 weeks reading it. It was a very strange book. It is about a girl called Olivia, and she can't talk. She is not deaf, but she can't talk. So she uses sign language, which is interesting. But it is kind of a middle grade horror story, which is weird. So she's an orphan and she tries to find out what happened. She gets invited to this big villa and there are a lot of ghosts there. So it is a strange story. And I like this writing style of V. Schwab. I did so in The Darker Shade of Magic, and I actually do so in this one as well. I really like the illustrations that it has and the little parts of journaling. I really loved that. But the story overall, I was not so much impressed. I thought I would give this 3 stars. Wanted to give it another chance because I flew through it because I wanted to finish it quickly. So I gave it another shot in the hope I would give it then 4 stars, but I think 3 stars is a good rating. I'm a little bit sad that the second book that I read by V. Schwab is not another 5-star rating, but it just didn't really touch me. but the cover is really pretty. It still is. So happy I finally finished this. I'm now starting in Serpent and Dove. I maybe will start tonight already so that I can continue in this flow that I finally have again, because we need to get out of this reading slump. But happy to have finished something. Yay! And this was actually it for this reading vlog. I really hope you liked it. I have a lot of plans for the upcoming month. There are a lot of videos scheduled and coming. So I hope you will look forward to that. This video was a mess, but we're getting used to it. I just need to find my balance with my new job, being ill, reading, everything needs a new balance. But I hope you liked it anyways, and if you did, please leave a like. If you subscribe to my channel and you click the notification bell, you will be notified whenever I post a new video. I hope you'll have a lovely day filled with books, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! It's always so weird how you can be suddenly in a reading slump and take weeks for reading this small book, and then you're out of it and you can just go quickly through any book you want to pick up.